Place the soles of your feet down onto your mat. Take your hands onto your tummy. And give yourself 5 deep breaths just to set an intention. So, a framework for your practice today. Maybe today is about being really strong or about moving more fluidly. Maybe it's just about breathing and connecting. Take one more long, deep breath in. Exhale out all your air. Good. And then inhale, reach both arms up overhead, stretching your fingers to the ceiling. Draw your chin into your chest and push your back ribs into the floor. Palms are facing one another. Can you just pick your shoulders up off the floor? Everything else stays grounded. Reach like you're trying to touch the ceiling and then press your shoulders back down into the floor. Do that a few more times. So inhaling, reach your shoulders away from the floor. Try to touch the roof. And exhale, really plug your shoulders back down into the mat. One more time, just like that, elevating and depressing your shoulders here. Good. And then keep your body and your shoulders right at neutral. Take your right arm, reach it up alongside your right ear, and notice if you start to arch your back away from the floor. If that happens, draw your lower back into the mat. Bring your right arm right back, facing your left arm. And now try this with your left arm, stretching it back behind you, and then easing it back through center. Good. Once you've figured that out, go both arms at the same time. So your right arm and your left arm. You got it. And then they'll pull back through center and pass by one another. So these are your traditional Pilates arm scissors. And as you do this, you're pushing your upper back into the floor, scooping your tail down, and really just starting to mobilize in and around your shoulder joint. The next time your arms come past one another, just pause there. Take your palms to face forward. Make fists with your hands. And then bend at your elbows like you have a great big weight on each hand and reach your arms up. And if you have weights handy, you can use them here. So it feels like the bench press action you do at the gym. Now keep going and just make sure that as you push your arms forward and down, your arms and your hands aren't coming beyond your shoulders. So they're reaching in that same line, that same plane of movement as your shoulders. You got it. And the action is really slow, not fast, nice and slow. 3 more like this. 2. And 1. Awesome. Drop your elbows and your upper arms down onto the mat. You can spread your fingers wide so they feel like stop sign hands. And this is just mobilizing your rotator cuff. All you're doing, and you might need to look at me for this one, is dropping your palms down almost like you're bouncing a basketball towards the floor. They might get all the way there, mine sure don't. And then go in the opposite direction and drop the backs of your hands towards the floor. Good. Try that one more time, maybe 2 more times if it feels really nice. I love this kind of slow shoulder work. Good. And now take your hands down alongside your body, flatten your palms, get really strong through your tummy, and lift your knees up to hip height. Notice if there's tension in the face right away. Draw your chin down into your chest. And then can you push your thighs a little further forward? So it's like they'll come naturally towards your chest. And when you push them further forward, there's a reaction in your belly. Do you feel that reaction? It's like, no, 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 stay back here. No, push them away. Get the core nice and strong. Take a big breath in. And on this exhale, point your right toes and tap your right toes down to the floor. And then lift them back up. Same side. Take your right leg, extend your right leg forward to a hover, pointing those right toes, and bring them back. Now, if there's lots of room between your lower back and the floor, like I could slide my hand under it, that's your cue to push your pubic bone up. Tail is down. Try that right side again. So you're tapping your right heel. You got it. And then extending the right leg. Keep going. Now, I know some of you have props. If you have props, this is a really great place to use a band around your right thigh or around both thighs. And it will create a little bit of resistance here. You might not be able to go as far, and it's definitely going to feel more challenging. So with or without the band, we're working just on the right side, tapping and extending. Let's keep going here just for 4. Scooping pubic bone up, 3. Long through your neck, 2. Last one. Pull it all in through center, and then right away, drop your feet onto the floor. If you have the band, keep the band. Push into your heels. Inhale, lift your arms and your hips up. Reach your arms right up overhead. And then exhale, like the wave at the baseball game. Come all the way down. Good. Flow here. Everything picks up, reaches up. You're squeezing your glutes at the top. And then it floats right back down. 3 more. Really therapeutic, strong bridge work. Good. 2 more. You got it. Last one. Brilliant. Lower everything down to the floor. Pick your legs up to hip height. And before we move on to the other side, to the left side, open your arms wide or into a little cactus arms. And then let your knees just drop over to a hover in one direction. Good. Scoop through your belly, pull it back through center, and they'll drop over to a hover in the other direction. So good. Pull back through center, stamp your feet on the earth. Take your hands alongside your body. Walk your heels up close towards your fingers. You'll figure out where the best positioning for your feet in bridge is. There's no knee pain and no ankle pain. That's the best position. So you feel the work, but no pain. Push the soles of your feet down. Lift your pelvis up. Good. Chin is drawing in. And then without lifting your big toes off the floor, can you just open and close your knees? You're opening and closing your knees with or without the band. Here for 8. Squeeze those glutes, 7. 6. Keep digging your feet into the floor. 3 more. 2. And 1. Nice. Lower your spine onto the floor. Right away, pick your knees up again. Push them forward. Push them forward so the belly gets strong, strong, strong. And then go ahead and tap your left toes onto the floor. Lift them back up. And extend your left leg, hover, and lift it back up. Keep the pace really slow, really controlled. Good. And notice, again, if your lower back is arching away from the floor, really keep pushing down. It almost feels like these front hip bones, I call them your headlights, are driving into the center of your body. And that activation through your core is going to make this feel strong in your abs and your glutes, not painful in your back. Stay with me here. Let's go for 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Amazing. Take a little break. If you have the band around your thighs, you can take it off and place it out to the side. Set your feet mat distance apart and do whatever you want with your arms as you just rock your legs from side to side. Big deep breath in here and out. Amazing. So we'll take some of those pieces, some of the stuff we just did in the lower body, and bring it into the upper body. If you have a Pilates ball, you can use the ball. And you know what? I didn't bring mine, but I'm in my children's toy room and I have a balloon. So I will demo with a red balloon. So come onto your back, lift your knees up to hip height, back to that place they just were. And again, you can do this with just your fingers. Take your right leg and extend, point your right toes. Good. And then bring it back in and just feel that strength work. And now take your left leg and extend and bring it back in. We know how to do this, right? Right leg extends, really strong. Bring it back in. Left leg extends. Awesome. Can you lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor? And take, if you're using a Pilates ball or balloon, whatever you've got, maybe just your hand onto your left thigh. You can watch first. All you're doing is the smallest movement. It's a little reach with your right hand towards the left. And if you don't have your balloon, it's just a slow, slow reach. Now my body is quivering when I do this, so it should feel quite challenging. The ball is on the extended leg. Extended leg. So Terry, extend that leg out to 45 degrees. Head and shoulders are lifted, and then you're reaching across the body. It is a firecracker of a movement. Now you could even take your left hand to the back of your head. Try this for 3, 2, and 1, and then lower down. Catch your breath and just move intuitively. Good. So if that felt confusing at all, just watch me demo here on the other side so you get a better idea of what's happening. Knees start at hip height, yeah? And then my right leg comes into a 45-degree extension. Now I'm lifting my head, neck, and shoulders up like I'm in an ab curl, taking my Pilates ball or my hand to my right thigh. Head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. Maybe my right hand is behind my head. And the smallest reach, and reach over to the right, and reach. Reaching that left hand over towards the right, just really picking up the torso a few centimeters. It's hard, hard, hard. That's it. Yeah, you got it. Keep going. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower it down, hug your knees into your chest. Terry did that whole set with a cat on her head, by the way. Hug your knees in towards your chest and just rock from side to side. All right, let's come back down, feet flat on the floor, and just change things up a little bit here. So you'll send your right leg into extension. We did lots of really crunchy stuff. We'll find a bit of an opening now. Ground your pelvis and take your left leg up towards the ceiling. Depending on how tight your hamstrings are, the leg might be bent or fully straight. Doesn't really matter. And I want you to bring your left leg as close to your face as you can. Let's take our hands down onto the floor. Point your left toes, engage your belly. Good. And then start to draw a giant circle with your left toes over to the left with control so that you're not using momentum and dumping. Instead, you're using strength and circling all the way over that right leg to the right. You got it. 2 more steady and slow single leg circles. You can make them smaller if you're feeling any crankiness in your hip joint. And after 3 in that direction, keep grounding, really force down through your right leg and take 3 in the other direction. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Control torso. It's just the leg moving in isolation here. The next time you finish your circle, go ahead and bend into your left knee, bend into your right knee. Connect the dots of your legs and find thread the needle. Left ankle comes over your right thigh. It might feel good to rock from side to side here. Beautiful. Unwrap that left leg, really push it down into the floor, and then extend your right leg up. You can even use your hands behind your right thigh here. You can swirl your ankle around. But take these first few breaths just to reconnect with your hamstrings. So feel what's happening across the back of that thigh. And then assuming you're not going to crash into a wall like I'm going to, you can start to take these great big circles. And we're lucky to be in our own home, so you can maneuver around, enabling yourself to find all that space. 3 big circles in each direction. Keep anchored through your left leg, strong through your right leg. And always remember to breathe. Once you've moved through 6 circles, 3 in each direction, you'll bend into your right knee, bend into your left knee, glue them together so the right ankle's right across your left thigh, and settle into some really therapeutic moments of thread the needle. Amazing. Take both legs, reach both legs up overhead. If it feels nice to shake them a little, you can shake them a little. And then point your toes high, pull your belly down, draw your chin down. Open your legs wide and cross your right leg in front of your left leg. Keep your toes pointed, left leg in front of your right leg. Good. So now you're scissoring your legs, just like you scissored your arms. You can stay here and work here, or draw your tailbone down, belly is strong, and start to scissor your legs as far down as you can go without your lower back arching away from the floor, without your hip flexors turning on. So this is core, this is belly. Crisscross all the way up and down. Keep crisscrossing here, 4 or 5. See if you can get a little lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands in front of your shins. Take a big breath in. Exhale. If your spine or your rib cage is hurting, you'll stay where you are and find your way to seated. Otherwise, could you roll up and down? Have a little fun with this and see if the next time you roll up, is it possible to hover? To hover. Good. And then when you get into that hovering place, take your arms into extension and straighten your legs. Good. Take a big breath in. Exhale. The soles of your feet come together and you'll fold forward. Take a lengthening breath in, a softening breath out. Let's pause here, 5 quiet breaths. Incredible. Lift yourself all the way back up and come around onto all fours. Come around onto all fours. If you have a sweater on or socks on, this would be a good time to take those off. And then plant your palms down on the floor. Take a deep breath in, drop your belly, loop your shoulders back, and lift your heart and chest. Really think about draping your shoulders in towards one another here. And then exhale, round into your upper back and look to your beautiful belly. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, round. And keep going, 3 more spinal undulations just like this. 2. A last one. Amazing work. Pause in neutral. Get really steady. So your hands are beneath your shoulders. Pick up your right knee. Right foot, right leg, right knee, but bend at the knee so that you can start to carve these little circles, just like you did the single leg circles with your right knee. Yeah, that's it. You'll roll your knee around 3 times in each direction, giving your hip flexors and your psoas a little break. Good. After those 6 reps, take your right leg, kick it all the way back and point your toes. Puff up between your shoulder blades. Go ahead and tap your toes onto the floor and then lift the extended leg up until you feel the glute turn on. Lift and lower. You can always do this from your elbows if you're finding it's causing strain in your shoulders. Just here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep that right leg lifted. Puff up between your shoulder blades. Lift your gaze forward. Tap your right toes over to the right. Think about a rainbow kick, a rainbow shape. Arch your leg over the bottom leg and tap your toes to the left. So really slow and as high as you can get here. You'll move that right leg in the shape of a rainbow arch from side to side. Now, if your left hip and your torso are bouncing around, can you draw your belly in, puff up between your shoulder blades, get really, really stable. One more time, side to side. I know this is hard. And then drop both knees nice and wide, sink your hips to your heels, and take a break in child's pose. And this might be a good place to roll out your wrists, to catch your breath. Amazing. Ease yourself back up onto all fours. And we'll try that exact same thing on the other side. So no surprises here. Bend into your left knee, lift that left knee up, and start to circle the knee around 3 times in each direction. Even here, you're really stable through your right hip, so you're not rocking and rolling from side to side. After that 6th roll, take your left leg into extension. Reach, reach, reach through your toes. Puff up through your shoulder blades. Good. Tap your left toes down, the top of your left toes down, and then lift that leg up until you feel the glute. Good. Lift it up and lower. And if this aggravates your shoulders, come down onto your elbows. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold that left leg high. Decide if you're going to stay on your palms or come to your elbows. Tap your left toes to the left. Big rainbow kick takes you over to that toe tap on the right. Big rainbow kick up and over. Can you keep going? You got it. Keep drawing your belly in, drawing your chest back. There. Awesome. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Take your body all the way down onto your belly and just rest your head on your hands. Close your eyes, wiggle out your bum. Breathe. And you take your hands all the way back behind you. And if you're not coming down onto your belly, if you're nursing an injury here, you can do some of this work from standing. So you'll just replicate the pose from standing. Reach your arms down alongside your body. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. My friends who have weights, you can put weights in your hands here. Really push your pubic bone into the floor. Push the tops of your feet into the floor, but suck your belly up into your back. All right, focusing on the arms. With your imaginary weights or your real weights, start to lift your arms up and down. So arms are stretched behind you, palms are facing up, pubic bone rooted, belly coming in, pulsing the arms up and down. We're here breathing, head and chest lifted for 8, 7, 6, 5, keep going, 4, 3, from standing, it would look like this, 2, and 1. And then take a break, rest your right cheek on the floor. And somehow that simple pose can fire up the triceps pretty quickly. But we'll try it again, second round, just in case it didn't. So with or without your weights, bring your forehead back through center. Turn your palms to face up, push your pubic bone down, heart and chest lift up, shoulders tuck back. Lifting tiny little pulses. They don't need to be big movements. Keep them smaller. It's like you're lifting from just above the mat to your hip height. And we'll go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other cheek comes to the floor. Wiggle out your bum and breathe. Breathe. Take your palms, place them on the mat. Pick yourself all the way up. Stretch back, downward facing dog. Let your head, neck, and shoulders release. Bend into one knee and then the other. Find some juicy, juicy stretches through the back of your legs. Track your gaze forward. Step your right foot between your hands. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Climb up through a high lunge, but just keep your hands at your heart. Scoop your tailbone down. Sink deeper into that right knee. A quiet 5-breath hold. Good. Take your hands, reach your arms all the way up. Palms face one another. Turn your left toes to face the left long edge of your mat and open your palms wide, arms wide, palms facing down. Sink deep into your right knee, peer over your right middle finger, 5 breaths. Good. Straighten your front leg. Reach your right fingers forward and take your right hand down to your shin, maybe the floor, maybe a block. Reach your left arm to the ceiling or to your hip. Push your pelvis forward. Think of that left butt cheek sucking under here. And breathe. 5 breaths. Push through your feet. Lift everything all the way back up. Take your hands onto your hips. Roll onto the ball of your back foot. Nice and slow here. Step all the way forward. Good. Keep that right foot grounded. Separate your toes. Bend into your left knee and bring it to hip height. And then kick your left leg back behind you. This is warrior 3. You've worked all class towards this shape. Kick through your heel, maybe bring your hands to your heart. You're holding here, warrior 3, balancing on your right foot for 5, 4, 3, you got it. If you fall out, come back in. And 1, drop that foot down onto the floor. Take a little shake, a little dance with your hips. A little salsa, a little hula. And then from the top of your mat, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, take your time, step back, 2 plank pose. Drop your knees, lower all the way to your belly. Take your fingers off your mat, push your elbows up, press through your fingers and your toes. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, release. You don't have to go high. This can be just 2 or 3 centimeters. Do what feels good in your body always. Lower down to the floor, plant your palms, push up and back, downward dog, stretch it out. Thank you. Step your left foot between your hands. Take your time. The feet are nice and wide, and then press into your left knee and pull yourself up. Good. This time you choose. Your hands can stay at your heart or reach up overhead. 5 breaths. Gradually open wide, warrior 2. Bend deep into that front knee, peer forward. 5 quiet breaths. Bring your awareness inward. Push through your front foot, lengthen through those legs. Reach your fingers forward, scoop your tail under, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Your right thumb can stack above your nose or stay on your hip. Your gaze can be up, forward, or down. Beautiful. Push into your feet, lift all the way back up. Take your hands to your hips, look forward, lower that left knee and bend into your right knee. Step all the way forward. The right knee is hovering in the air. Lock your eyes on something still and then press your right leg back behind you. Press your right leg back behind you, finding your perfect balance in warrior 3. Drop your right hip, pick your right heel, lengthen through your spine, and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your feet onto the floor. Find some space and just helicopter your arms from side to side, releasing some tension here. Mhm. Ease out of that and come to sit down on your mat. Place both feet forward. Reach both arms up. And if you're hoping for spine and a hamstring stretch, you can fold forward, allowing your spine to C-curve a little here. But if your back hurts at all, keep your spine really long and let this just be about stretching your hamstrings. Folding or extending, you're here for 5 breaths. Perfect. Pick yourself all the way back up. I'll show you 2 options for our hip and shoulder stretch. So option 1 is just to bend your knees and notice which foot you have on the inside. So we'll take the left foot on the inside. Option 2 is to bend your right knee, place it on the floor, and then step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. So what would normally be prep for a seated spinal twist. And option 3 is called double pigeon or shoelace pose. So you start to stack your knees on top of one another, and you might need to put a block under your bum to even make this remotely possible. Good. Take your right arm under your left arm. Either give yourself a hug or place your palms together. Draw your chin into your chest. And now you've tangled up your whole body. Can you add breath to ease some of the tension? Breathing in and out through your nose here. Some of you might take this a little deeper still and fold in. Good. Let's lift back up, unwrap our arms, unwrap our legs. You can shake, 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 and then switch sides. Any of those 3-leg variations are fine. Cross-legged, seated spinal twist legs, or shoelace, double pigeon. And this time your right leg is over top, left arm is under. 5 deep breaths here, starting with that really long, tall spine, and perhaps transitioning to a little forward tuck. So good. Unwrap all of your limbs, legs and arms, and lower down onto your back. Taking a yogic bridge here, place the feet onto the floor, interlace your hands under your back, and just push your pelvis up. You could even take your hands to your pelvis and press it up a little higher. And then go ahead and settle everything back down. Make any final movements, any final adjustments that you need before settling down into final Shavasana, corpse pose. Just 3 minutes here, but 3 precious minutes. So resist that temptation to drift away and get distracted. Stay here. Hands can be on your belly or alongside your body. We'll breathe together. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let the breath come in and out through your nostrils now. And take 5 more slow breaths at your own count. Circle back to the intention you set. And as you squeeze your knees into your chest, think about that intention. Maybe even set another one to guide you through your day. Put the soles of your feet on the floor. Reach your arms up overhead, stretching and breathing. Maybe yawning. And then roll over onto either side and pick yourself all the way back up to sit. Hands come to your heart center, a moment to thank yourself for moving, for breathing, for taking care. Namaste.